Welcome, everybody, on this college football Saturday. Actually, we're just getting ready to kick off some college football action. Western Kentucky, Austin P. Should we have done college football? Maybe I'll turn it off and just do college football instead, right? I've been contemplating wanting to bring back the Utah Utes for a little bit, so stay tuned for that. But for now, this is WWE2K22, and we're going to jump back into our universe mode. So we're glad to have you guys here. Boy, it's going to be an interesting episode of Universe Mode. Monday Night Raw is always a super fascinating show when it takes place. Thank you guys for joining us for NBA Playgrounds last night. We did week 1, so I hope you guys enjoyed that action. But as you guys can see, we're on the path to Summerslam. In fact, we're 2 weeks away from NXT Bash at the Beach. We got Eli here, we got Alpha, we got Zach joining us off the top. Glad to have you guys. We did main event last week, so if you guys didn't check that out, you'll want to check out that episode. A lot of big matches happened, and we had a match that happened as a direct result of our Patreon exclusive. We had a backstage brawl after main event went off the air between Drew McIntyre and the Big Boss Man. And what happened in that match ended with Drew McIntyre going to the hospital. So it was supposed to be Big Boss Man who lost the jailhouse match, spending 24 hours in jail. Instead, it was Drew McIntyre spending 24 hours in the hospital because of what happened on our Patreon exclusive. You guys can check that out at patreon.com/tvsports27 or click the link down in the description below to see what happened that resulted in Drew McIntyre going to the hospital for 24 hours. Because of that, now officially signed for SummerSlam, it is going to be Drew McIntyre versus the Big Boss Man in an ambulance match. That will take place at SummerSlam. Let's see you guys jumping in with all the comments here. We got Alpha doing a Universe Mode New Japan. That's pretty cool. Brian, welcome in. Zach Green's about to play WWE, so he's going to listen to me play WWE 2K22. Pretty cool. And yes, Eli, yes, big news about McIntyre. So make sure, if you guys want to see what led up to that, and there's going to be more interesting stuff. There might be another exclusive Patreon moment going on tonight because we got Retribution here. Retribution 2.0 is in the building. We've already seen them here earlier tonight. Not only that, but the Hell in a Cell is hanging above the ring as well. Can you guys believe that? Hell in a Cell is here. What involvement is Hell in a Cell going to have tonight? We know coming up at SummerSlam, the big main event for the WWE Championship, Mustafa Ali going up against our undisputed champion Edge. So who knows? And we're going to see how Monday Night Raw all plays out here tonight. So let's get ready for it. Glad you guys are here for the action. You guys have been following along. SummerSlam is going to be a huge event. We got the ambulance match signed. We got the Hell in a Cell, Mustafa Ali and Edge. We got the Tag Team Championship match signed. I keep forgetting. I got to go in and take some of all the international locations off of the Raw repertoire. But Cleveland, Ohio, wasn't that where Raw was a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago or so? All right, so here we go. This could be interesting. So we have Miss Money in the Bank, Charlotte Flair. And, you know, sometimes we'll go in and edit some of these matches to our liking. But I think this one could be interesting because, you know, Charlotte Flair's whole thing has been, do we go ahead and give this match away now? What do you guys think? Charlotte Flair, Miss Money in the Bank, going against the WWE Women's Champion. We know Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Asuka. Maybe we can switch this into a little tag team action. Maybe that could be a little more interesting. So we'll customize it here. And let's do a tag match. Let's do... Of course we do tornado tag rules here in our universe mode. And we will team up Becky Lynch with... Let's team up Becky with Bianca. And we'll put Charlotte and Asuka on the other side. So we know Asuka and Bianca, they're kind of going after that WWE Women's Championship. Charlotte Flair, Miss Money in the Bank. So a potential cash-in could happen right now to kick off Monday Night Raw. So that match has not been officially signed yet, but I think a lot of people are looking at that and thinking that going forward, that at SummerSlam we're most likely going to see Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Charlotte and Asuka in that triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Yes, thank you, Zach. Zach confirming that Raw, Cleveland, Ohio. So we got our own Raw happening at Cleveland, Ohio here, as we're quickly getting through the month of August here. I may jump on later tonight to do some more streaming as well. We'll have to see what the day brings. I kind of want to get that final RXFL game done. The Las Vegas Firebirds. But here comes your WWE Women's Champion, Becky Lynch. She had a rough start to Universe Mode, and then eventually was able to get a couple of big wins down the stretch, won a couple of last chance matches, and was able to win the WWE Women's Championship. She's got her opponent. She's going to be teaming up with one of her opponents here tonight in Bianca Belair. Another possible opponent coming up, Asuka, the former WWE Women's Champion and Miss Money in the Bank, Charlotte Flair. Eli going with Becky and Bianca in this one. All right. There is the champ. Cleveland, Ohio is rocked. Is it still the Quicken Loans Arena, the Q? Former Gund Arena.
And her partner from Knoxville, Tennessee,
Bianca Belair, EST of WWE. Would love to capture her first Women's Championship of Universe Mode. She's been a Raw Women's Champion. She's been a SmackDown Women's Champion. She's never been a WWE Women's Champion. And here comes Ms. Money in the Bank. Charlotte Flair picked up a win over NXT's Mickie James on the main event on our past stream. Make sure to check that out in the archives if you guys want to see that. It was a pretty good match, too. Mickie James, she went all out trying to get that win over Charlotte Flair. But it was a win for the Queen. And will we see a Money in the Bank cash in here tonight? If Charlotte Flair finds herself in an opportunity where Becky Lynch might be down for the count, does she grab that briefcase and try to cash in? Those are big questions.
And from Osaka, Japan,
The Empress and the former WWE Women's Champion, Asuka. All right, here we go. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and let's get ready for our opening contest here on Monday Night Raw. And, well, momentarily we saw Becky and Charlotte mixing it up, and here we go. Is it going to be Money in the Bank cash-in coming tonight? That would throw all of SummerSlam. Now, Charlotte has stated, and she stated this for a number of weeks, that she is not going to cash in that briefcase until WrestleMania. A rare move that you don't often see out of Money in the Bank contract holders. Very, very few Money in the Bank contract holders have cashed in and given their opponents notice. Rob Van Dam, of course, probably one of the most famous examples where he cashed in on about a month's notice at Extreme Rules, and was able to defeat John Cena and win the WWE Championship. And he was a double champion for a couple of weeks there. So he lost them both, and he got screwed over by Paul Heyman. Well, Paul Heyman decided to go with the Big Show. I know we've had other examples in the past as well. But Charlotte Flair saying WrestleMania is the big day. Referee all sorts of mixed up. Didn't know where he was going. Didn't know whether to scratch his watch or wind his back body drop by Bianca Belair. Ooh, the splash, but Charlotte Flair got the double knees up. Becky Lynch in some trouble right now. She's out. Becky, though, she's got the Empress and plants her. Becky and Bianca teaming up. But albeit a short-lived alliance. We are currently, much like we are in real life, we are without Mr. McMahon, so the WWE Board of Directors, Adam Pearce, they're kind of running things right now. Oh my goodness. That's a good way to pull a hamstring right there. Charlotte Flair, big boot. Down goes the champ now. I was going to say, if Charlotte Flair grabbed that briefcase, she could have maybe cashed in right here. It is going to be the figure 8. She elects to not go for the briefcase. We'll see. Will Becky Lynch, is she going to try to withstand this hold, or is she going to try to save herself for SummerSlam? You don't want to do damage before your big championship match. Oh, she is trying to hang on here. And Becky is going to get out of it. Becky hung on. I think Belair might have come in at the last minute, too. Oh, my goodness. That was close. And we said Charlotte maybe could have won the Women's Championship. Big shot by Asuka. Asuka, look out, Becky Lynch. Asuka locked in. The WWE Women's Champion is in trouble, and she taps out. Becky Lynch taps out. Charlotte Flair and Asuka with the win. That's going to cement it. I think we can make it official. Let's go ahead and sign it. WWE Women's Championship triple threat after that. Asuka, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair coming up at SummerSlam. It is official. It has now joined the list. 5 matches officially signed for SummerSlam. And that's something we could throw up on Patreon, too, if you guys want to keep in the know what matches are coming up at SummerSlam. But a huge win. Asuka tapping out the WWE Women's Champion. Are you going to the Survivor Series, Zach? Zach says he's getting ready for Survivor Series. I wonder how they're going to do it this year. It's going to be Raw versus SmackDown again or not. We'll have to see. All right, we got Finn Balor and Apollo Crews up next. And I'm trying to see if Balor and Crews aren't really involved in too big a feud. Of course, we have the whole situation with Kevin Owens attacking Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano and that. So let's jump into this match and see if we see any appearances from Kevin Owens, who is Mr. Money in the Bank. So, yeah, I kind of like this match. Apollo Crews, former U.S. champion, as was Finn Balor, when we got our universe mode underway. Apollo Crews, of course, going to be accompanied by his Colossus, the Nigerian Colossus, the Nigerian Nightmare. Apollo Crews and Omos. Yes, Clash at the Castle, September 3rd. I'm gonna have to look at my football schedule here. See if there's not any games, because that's right during the day. That's college football season, man. Another possible match we're looking at for SummerSlam. We might see Finn Balor and Kevin Owens going at it. You guys saw the attack a couple of weeks ago on Raw. It was supposed to be Johnny Gargano and Finn Balor. Kevin Owens attacked Balor. And we still don't really know what happened to Gargano. Maybe another triple threat. Maybe Owens, Gargano, and Balor. That'd be a pretty hyped up triple threat match, right? Just throw all the triple threats out there at SummerSlam. It's going to be a big card coming up. WWE SummerSlam. And Finn Balor is ready. Here comes the Nigerian Nightmare along with the Nigerian Colossus. Apollo Crews led by Omos.
From Benue State, Nigeria, weighing in at 241 pounds, Apollo Crews.
We saw a loose affiliation with Apollo Crews and Omos in the Hurt Business last month going into Extreme Rules. They've looked to have kind of parted after that. And here we go. Balor starting things off strong with a forearm shot. We'll have to see if we're going to see Robert Roode, Bobby Roode at all tonight. He was confronted by Ric Flair on the last Monday Night Raw after getting that huge victory. He got the street fight win on SmackDown after Dolph Ziggler. And, of course, Ric Flair came out, got in the face of Robert Roode. We also saw Shawn Michaels as well, calling out Dolph Ziggler. So we might see a couple Dirty Dogs going up against a couple of legends coming up at SummerSlam. Of course, Ric Flair going back to the fortune days with Bobby Roode. Kind of calling Bobby Roode a Ric Flair wannabe. The way he dresses, the way he comes out with the robe, styling and profiling. Oh yeah, you didn't see that on the last stream. You got to go check out the archives, Eli. Check out the last couple of episodes. I believe it was on the last Monday Night Raw of where the confrontation happened between Flair and Bobby Roode. Double stomp. Again, we also had the Shawn Michaels confrontation as well with Dolph Ziggler. Two dudes with attitudes, and again, almost a similar situation, like a imitation kind of thing. Ziggler and Michaels, Roode and Flair. Big slam by Apollo Crews. Crews headed to the top turnbuckle here. And he big splash, nails it onto Finn Balor. Into the cover here. Balor's shoulders pinned to the ground, and he's going to get out at a count of 2. Both of these guys trying to climb up the ranks. SummerSlam is where legends live, and, you know, we haven't seen, if you guys remember, at WrestleMania, we had Goldberg, we had Hogan, we had John Cena. Are we going to see these guys pop back up at SummerSlam? Will we see an appearance from the legends? We already got Flair, we already got Michaels. What about Hogan? What about Goldberg? What about Cena? Spine buster by Apollo Crews. Yeah, MVP, maybe even MVP, Brian. It's possible. And chops and punches there. Well, Balor was trying to pick up Apollo Crews. That's a whole lot of muscle right there. And Crews just fought it. Here comes Balor. Crews duck under, though. Balor elbow tie up. And Apollo Crews. Oh, he just throws Balor down. Forearm shot. We got bloodshed here on Monday Night Raw. Absolutely. And Balor cutting down the Nightmare down to size. He hits him with the Shining Wizard. Cover here. Ooh. Kick out by Apollo Crews. Did they change the buttons with their latest patch? Because I can't do submission holds anymore. Hold on. Sorry to break the moment here. I, like, literally can't do submissions anymore ever since the patch. Because it used to just be you hold down R2 and you hit X. And ever since this patch, I feel like I can't do any submission holds anymore. Basic. Submission is now circle. R2 and circle. It used to be X. Did they really change that, or am I just going crazy? That would have been nice if they changed the pickup weapon, or pickup object, so it wasn't the same button as get out of the ring. Okay. Well, we'll try a circle that time. We'll play it your way, 2K. Look at Apollo Crews up and drops him. And he hits the moonsault onto Balor. Balor, though, kicks out. VIP MVP Inc., huh? Tie up here by Apollo, Irish whip into the buckle. Speaking of Irish, we saw the Irish Ace on main event pick up another huge win. Jordan Devlin continues to move up the ranks himself. Look at Finn Balor planting Apollo Crews, and he could be setting up for a little coup de grace, and he nails it. Into the cover on Crews, and a 3 count. Finn Balor with a mighty win over Apollo Crews. Take a look at the replay here. This is where we thought Apollo might have gotten the win here. He almost got it. But Balor was able to fight back, hit a little coup de grace, and walk away with a victory here on Monday Night Raw. Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Coming down the aisle. Well, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Coming down the aisle is Kevin Owens, and he's got the Money in the Bank briefcase. He attacks Finn Balor from behind. He's laying out Balor. And, of course, this all stems, allegedly, I guess, from something that, Finn Balor must have said or going back to their history. But Kevin Owens wearing out Finn Balor. But here comes Johnny Gargano, and Gargano fighting Kevin Owens off. Trying to do a little help here. So this triple threat situation between Gargano and Balor and Owens coming to a head. My goodness. Unbelievable. Well, here's another interesting contest we're going to see right here. And actually, I kind of like this one, so we're going to jump into it. Dolph Ziggler and Diesel, the dudes with attitude. Of course, we're going to make this a tornado tag match. Going up against the mighty Natural Disasters. Now, the Natural Disasters have pretty much been locked in as future opponents for the WWE Tag Team Champions. The way they've been winning matches left and right, the Natural Disasters have been absolutely unstoppable here in WWE. And now they're going to go up against Dolph Ziggler and Big Daddy Cool Diesel. And Dolph Ziggler, of course, he's got Shawn Michaels in his eyesight here. So this should be a big one. Dudes with attitudes against the Natural Disasters. Disasters trying to keep up their momentum as they're going to get their Tag Team Championship opportunity after SummerSlam. And Dolph Ziggler and Diesel, they want to get a big win here and kind of shut up Shawn Michaels a little bit. What do you think? So we'll see how this one all plays out of who's going to get the win in this one. This should be an interesting contest, an interesting battle. Bunch of giants in there, too. Ziggler's going to be a little outsized with some of these big men in there. Typhoon, Earthquake, Diesel, and Dolph Ziggler. I understand Shawn Michaels watching this match closely. Shawn Michaels telling Dolph, you're going to steal my moves, you're going to steal my look, you're going to steal my partner, and steal my tag team gimmick. At least get the win in the street fight. He's disappointed Ziggler took the loss to Robert Roode.
The following contest is a tornado tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 535 pounds, Big Daddy Cool Diesel and Dolph Ziggler, dudes with attitude.
Maybe Eli, maybe one of you guys, or Zach, you would know. Does this game have a Dudes with Attitudes entrance? Because I think that would make it kind of even a little more interesting. If Ziggler came out hitting the Shawn Michaels pose. Maybe do the little leaping high five. What do you guys think? Maybe Dolph Ziggler, too. Maybe we'll have to do a little attire customization. Maybe Ziggler needs to get a little bit of a different look, too. Maybe some hearts on the attire or something. We'll have to see. But the dominant Natural Disasters coming to the ring.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 703 pounds, the Natural Disasters.
Disasters and the Viking Raiders involved in a feud over the last couple of months. You guys saw a bunch of table matches happen over various streams. And the Disasters continue to just pick up win after win after win. And we got a tag team battle here on Monday Night Raw. Ziggler and Diesel, dudes with attitudes, and the Natural Disasters. Boy, Dolph Ziggler, he got caught in no man's land right there. Earthquake. Huge atomic drop. That'll wake you up if you're not woken up yet. Typhoon. Like a typhoon slam right there to Diesel. My goodness. We still await to see, guys, Hell in a Cell. We don't know what that is all about, hanging above the ring. What are we going to see from Hell in a Cell? Are we going to see a brawl take place in the Hell in a Cell? I don't know what that is going to entail. From what I understand, that we're going to hear from Retribution, I believe, later tonight, from what they've told us. Mustafa Ali, T-Bar Mace, Slapjack Machine, Retaliation, Reckoning. We have not seen Roman Reigns since his defeat at the hands of Brock Lesnar at Extreme Rules. Yeah, that could happen. We'll have to look into that, Eli. I like that idea, though. That's kind of what got under Flair's skin. It's kind of the same storyline, right? The Ziggler and Flair and the Ziggler and Michaels and the Flair and Rude storyline, kind of the same thing. Huge splash off the top. Meanwhile, look at Typhoon. Dolph Ziggler clubbing Typhoon from behind. Typhoon just picked up all 7 feet of Big Daddy Cool Diesel and threw him to the outside of the ring. You got to be kidding me with that. Diesel somehow, that used to be a disqualification back in the day. That was such a dangerous move. I guess wrestlers, they kind of train their bodies a little bit to be able to take that hit where it's not a DQ anymore, but my goodness. Ziggler and Typhoon just trading blows right now. Oh, Ziggler was going to go for a little sweet chin music. Typhoon countered. Typhoon elbow drop and a big splash right now. Natural Disasters could be walking into another victory. Ziggler, though, got out of the way. Earthquake, the pin on Diesel. Super kick. And Ziggler breaks it up at the last minute, saving the match for the dudes with attitudes. And Earthquake, as simple as that, picking up Ziggler and just dropping him for all he's worth right in the center of the ring. My goodness. Earthquake has Ziggler, picks him up, and just throws him down. Diesel almost took the loss. The kick by Ziggler. He's got the big man stunned. He's got Earthquake rocked right now. Ziggler, zigzag onto Earthquake. Typhoon breaks it up. Nas, welcome Nas. Glad to have you, my friend. Ziggler working over the hamstring of Typhoon. Typhoon, he's been doing the work right now as Typhoon. Fred Ottman himself. What a battle this has been. This is why we do tornado tags here in our universe mode. Maybe the new owners keep those same rules. They're way more exciting than the normal tags. Oh my God, Diesel now just throwing. Oh, wait a minute, Typhoon. Typhoon, he was kind of locked up. He almost got clubbed by Diesel. Diesel's got the cover here on Earthquake. And Earthquake kicking out. Into the cover. Broken up by Diesel. Diesel. Choke slam. How did that not break the ring? Splash by Typhoon. We got a jackknife here. Oh, forget it. The Natural Disasters win. There was no kicking out of that. The Disasters pick up another win. And that's just going to give more fuel to the fire. As Shawn Michaels is going to comment, wait a minute, the Disasters, look at this. The Natural Disasters going after Ziggler and somebody else out of their earthquake. Is Shawn Michaels set this up? Wait a minute now. The Disasters laying out Dolph Ziggler. Shawn Michaels, from what we understand, watching from his home, just kind of laughing. You know, the Heartbreak Kid's got a mean streak. Wow. Shawn Michaels, Dolph Ziggler heating up with the Natural Disasters now getting involved. We're going back to Raw 95 all of a sudden with these alliances here. My goodness. Checking some of the comments here. Men of the Year, yeah, that was the AEW team, right? That was Scorpio Sky and Lambert and all of them. Yeah, Eli getting into it, man. Eli getting hyped up. What an ending that was. What an interesting ending. Okay, let's we'll do a little editing here. I do want to get some Retribution action, but let's not do the Hurt Business here. We'll customize the match. We'll save the Hurt Business for somewhere else down the line. But let's see the newest member of Retribution in action. Let's see Machine. And Machine. Who are we going to put Machine up against? Let's randomize it. Let's see who we land on. We gotta get someone in our universe. Austin. Will we see Austin come back? We haven't seen Austin since he took the loss to Kevin Owens. Oh, we can put Nakamura in there. Okay. I like it. We'll throw Nakamura in the mix. And after this, I believe we are going to hear words from Mustafa Ali. Something about the Hell in a Cell. So that'll be very, very interesting. See what happens there. But in this one, it's Machine of Retribution going up against Shinsuke Nakamura. Chad Gable's still suspended. I don't know where Gable's been in our universe mode. Gable and Tucker, or Gable and Otis, rather. There's Tucker there. Gable and Otis, I don't know what they've been up to lately. But this one, I don't know, a lot of black and red. Retribution 2.0 represent. That's actually a slapjack in Mace, not T-bar in Mace. So slapjack, Mace, and we're going to see or hear from Mustafa Ali following this contest. As Retribution 2.0, after suffering their humiliating defeat at Extreme Rules, they made their presence known on SmackDown, the beatdown of Edge. And they are getting ready now as Machine will be in action against Shinsuke Nakamura. And the looming threat of this Hell in a Cell that's hanging above the arena. What are we going to see from this at all? Are we going to see something tonight or later tonight? I don't know. I gotta fix Mace so he has his right entrance, because it glitched when we were making it. So just pretend he's wearing red and black.
Weighing in at 320 pounds, Tucker!
The former Tucker, now known as Machine, as part of Retribution. And, of course, Mace and Slapjack as well. Retribution 2.0, the new Retribution. Slapjack was another victim. Or not Slapjack, rather Killshot. I'm going to get all my names. Killshot was another victim of Retribution 2.0 that got laid out following that SmackDown appearance. We haven't seen Killshot since then. He's been recovering. Of course, we mentioned Drew McIntyre spending 24 hours in the hospital after what happened on our Patreon exclusive battle on post-main event. It was a main event dark match. It was a backstage brawl. And the results of that match is what landed Drew McIntyre in the hospital. So that's only fired up McIntyre. As we said, Big Boss Man was supposed to spend 24 hours in jail following the jailhouse match. Instead, McIntyre spent 24 hours in what he called a prison in the hospital. If you guys want to see that match, you get in there. A cup of coffee. The price of that gets you a month of Patreon bonus content, all the classic episodes, the Patreon exclusive content, the Patreon exclusive backstage brawl as Machine going right up top and was trying to come down on Nakamura. So be sure to check out that backstage brawl on Patreon. Patreon.com/TBSports27. Big back elbow by Machine, and he hits the drop kick, taking down Nakamura. I mean, Nakamura, you give him a mask, he can fit right in with Retribution 2.0. After this match, I'm going to try to go in and fix Mace so that he has his right entrance. Machine taking it. The former Intercontinental Champion right now. Delayed vertical suplex here. Just holding on to Nakamura. Look at the strength of Machine. And he drops him. Oh, he's got the Retribution mannerisms down, does he not? Slamming the ring. Banging on things. Nakamura. Quick kick out there. Clubbing blow. And another one. Just rocking Nakamura. As Retribution continues to just grow and get stronger. Throwing Nakamura across the ring. There we go. We got a submission. Nakamura slips out of it, trips up Machine as he goes face first. Now whipping down Machine. A lot to hang on to. The mask, the hair. Machine answering right back. Nakamura with the counter. Boot to the midsection. And another gut kick and big, huge kick to the back of the head. Into the cover. Oh, is it? Wait a minute. It's going to be an arm bar. Arm bar instead. Wait a minute. Nakamura. I'm twisted up right now. Was that the pretzel submission? I don't know. Machine. Look at the strength, though, of Machine. What a get this was for Retribution. Nakamura, though. Couple of kicks. How about Daniel Lewis? Welcome, Daniel. I think a first-time chatter. Glad to have you here, Daniel. Is this your first time joining us? Big kick to the side of the head. Wait a minute. It could be it for Machine. Is Nakamura? No, not even a one count. Are you kidding me? Machine kicked right out. Well, welcome, Daniel. Glad to have you aboard. Let us know, you big WWE fan, big football fan. Oh, Kinshasa, Machine gonna go down. No, Machine kicking out at the count of 2. This is Retribution 2.0. Previous Retribution, that probably would have been it. They both collide in midair. Daniel, we're glad to have you here. Chat along with us. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. And stick around for all the action. We always love having new subscribers. Big fan of the WWE. Awesome. Glad to have you here. How'd you find us? You just stumble across us? Saw the stream? Let your friends know that we're here. We're just in the midst of it. We got plenty of past content after this. Go into the archives. We got about 40 previous episodes of Universe Mode. You can stay tuned to all the previous action. Jawbreaker by Machine. Machine fighting out of a Kinshasa, and that could be dangerous right now for Nakamura. Going to the outside of the ring when you got Slapjack and Mace right there. Nakamura. Oh my God, he's going to go high risk. This could be so dangerous. Oh my God, and the counter by Machine. Nice, thank you, Daniel. Glad to have you here. Daniel Lewis, everyone. Be sure to follow us on Twitter as well, Daniel, TV Sports 27. We post when we're going live, and we post a lot of bonus content up on our Twitter page as well. In fact, if you guys have been following us on Twitter, we have posted about an hour before going live that we were going to be streaming, and that Hell in a Cell was hanging above the arena. So you would have heard all of that on Twitter before we went live here on YouTube. Machine getting pumped up. Nakamura, man, I can't believe Machine withstood the Kinshasa. He hits the big splash onto Nakamura. Nakamura out at 2. Thank you so much, Daniel. Daniel, everyone. Coming in clutch. Machine up and over on to Nakamura. And a 2 count. My goodness, Nakamura. Look at Feltzer giving this one 3.5 stars. I think you see a classic between Machine. There's the big follow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Daniel. The best. Glad to have you aboard. Glad to have you part of the TB Sports family. We got a lot of other stuff besides just wrestling, so we hope you'll enjoy the other content as well. Basketball, hockey, football, baseball. And Machine is going to send Nakamura up and over one more time. And this could be it. And it is. Machine gets the win, and Retribution 2.0 continues their dominance. Forget about it. I don't know, Eli. He was only finding it for a short amount of time. But there's your win. Machine gets his win. Nakamura walking off in shame. And now we are going to hear from the leader of Retribution. Here comes Mustafa Ali. So Mustafa Ali is going to come out, and he's going to talk about the fact that he was the one that contracted Hell in a Cell to be built here this evening. He wanted Hell in a Cell here because he wanted to whoop a little preview into Edge. So he's going to call out Edge. And, you know, there's no management right now. So there's nothing that really anybody can do, right? Like, I mean, it's just chaos on Monday Night Raw with Mr. McMahon. I mean, you do have folks that are in charge, but it's kind of chaos right now with that Mr. McMahon. So he's going to call out Edge, and they're going to call for Hell in a Cell. So Mustafa Ali is the one that asked for Hell in a Cell to be built. He went on his own, and we're going to see if we can build our own little custom match here, because we're going to do a little bonus brawl for you guys, and I think we can do this. I want to do a brawl style. Can you not do brawl? Of course you can't do brawl. You can do a backstage brawl. Guess we can do Hell in a Cell with custom rules. Off. We want knockout. So we'll do knockout rules. How's that? You can't even do finisher to win. Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll do, or can we do? Should we just do finisher? Finisher match. I like that. We'll do that instead. No time limit. Boom. Default health high. Sounds good. We got Rusted Cell. We got Classic Cell. We got Red Cell. We'll go with Red Cell. All those weapons are good. Name. Cell. Brawl. So Mustafa Ali coming out with every member of Retribution except for Roman Reigns, which is interesting enough. And talking about, once again, that he asked for Hell in a Cell to be built, And he's calling out Edge, and he wants Edge to step inside Hell in a Cell. Now, Edge has got to be smart about this. You got to make sure the other members of Retribution is not around, or else it's going to be like a 7-on-1 attack onto Edge, right? So Edge has got to be careful. So Edge is going to come to the ring, and Edge is going to meet Mustafa Ali as Hell in a Cell begins to lower. But guess who's going to come out and help out Edge? How about Rey Mysterio? How about the Usos? How about Killshot? And they're going to come out and they're going to push. They're going to attack Mace, T-Bar, and Slapjack and Machine away as the Hell in a Cell lowers. And we are going to get ready for a brawl between Edge and Mustafa Ali. A little preview inside Hell in a Cell, just weeks away before the WWE Championship matchup inside Hell in a Cell between Mustafa Ali and Edge. So we're going to edit this match right here, and we're going to do our Hell in a Cell brawl between Ali and Edge. But stay tuned, guys, because this may not be the only Hell in a Cell on the broadcast. Now, you might have to go to Patreon to see the extra match. It might be a little bonus, but stay tuned. But you guys are going to get at least one of them here tonight. One Hell in a Cell brawl. So I'm looking at the A's for Ali. I got to go to the M's. What am I thinking here? Oh, I gotta fix. Remind me too. I gotta fix Slapjack or Mace the attire here. So we're gonna do no entrance because they're just already gonna be in the cell. I need to find Edge's gear, the gear that Edge wore this past Monday on Raw. I don't know if it's already on the community creations or not, but if it is, I got to look into that because that was some sick gear. That was pretty cool. What the heck? Why can I not play? I can't do matches out of order? Since when? Well, we'll just, we'll just delete this one then, okay. So that way we can get it out of order, then we can just always add another match at the back end, right? I mean, come on. Alright, here we go. The Hell in a Cell brawl. Now, a finisher is going to end it. That's when quote-unquote security is going to come in and break it up. But it's going to be a little preview here, right? It's going to be a little preview of Hell in a Cell between Mustafa Ali and Edge. And as we said, stay tuned to the end of this stream, because we might see Hell in a Cell come back into play at the end of the night, but you're going to have to check out our Patreon page for that bonus dark match, all right? So be sure to check us out, patreon.com/tvsports27. Now, did I not turn off entrances? Because they're supposed to already be in the ring based on the fact that Ali did his promo, right? And of course, 2K. So Cell is lowered. This was Ali that had this set up. And here we go. This is going to be a brawl, not a traditional match here, but this is a preview of what you guys are going to see at SummerSlam. The first finisher is going to win it here before security gets in the ring. As we saw the return of Killshot. We saw Killshot, we saw the Usos, we saw Rey Mysterio as they drug Machine, T-Bar, Mace, Slapjack away from the arena. It was supposed to be a 5-on-1 attack, but Edge was too smart to step into that. So now the cell lowered, which I don't think Ali was anticipating on being inside this thing with Edge by himself, as the cell has lowered now. And we're getting this brawl here. This unscripted, unpromoted brawl between Edge and Mustafa Ali. Outside of the ring now, Edge throwing Ali around. Super kick, Ali ducked it. Drop kick by Ali. Forearm shot to the Rated R Superstar. Edge throwing Ali across the ringside area. I know Adam Pearce right now, he's kind of the default guy in charge. He's actively trying to get security to rush down and to break this thing up. This was not supposed to happen here tonight. And he doesn't want Edge, before SummerSlam, getting beat up. Meanwhile, he's got guys coming after his Intercontinental Championship. I believe we're going to have an Intercontinental Championship tournament coming up on SmackDown, so you guys want to stay tuned for that as Ali goes right into the steel repeatedly. The leader of Retribution into the cell by the WWE Undisputed and Intercontinental Champion Edge. My goodness. This is taking place outside of the ring rather than inside the ring. Jawbreaker by Ali. This is going to be your SummerSlam main event. WWE Undisputed Championship Mustafa Ali versus Edge. Well, you're getting a bonus preview, a brawling preview here on Monday Night Raw. Ali sending Edge right into the steel cage and now into the barricade, or into the ring apron there. Edge, though, sending Ali right back into the steel. Are these guys going to have anything left for SummerSlam? Retribution 2.0. Ashard, welcome Ashard. First time chatter, but we got a lot of first timers coming here. Daniel getting hyped up for Hell in a Cell. First time chatter. Ashard here. I guess goes by Paul. Glad to have you here, my friend. Boy, Adam Pearce, can he get security any sooner? I don't know. Into the cage. That was, wait a minute. Did the cell just break? No. The cell just broke. Why can't we get out of it? What's happening? The cell door just broke. And they are going up top, guys. This is incredible right now. They are going all the way up top of Hell in a Cell. Somebody needs to get security down here right now. This is a preview of SummerSlam. Boy, Drew McIntyre might have some company in the hospital. Edge. Was that a finisher? Is that going to end it? Oh, we got blood. We got bloodshed by Mustafa Ali, guys. And a spear. That's going to do it on top of the cell. Edge hits the spear as they broke out of the cell, and security is going to climb up to the cell somehow, putting their lives on the line and separate these two. But how about the leader of Retribution 2.0 getting that beat down by Edge? And Retribution 2.0, while they may have gotten the win, Machine did earlier, it was Edge that got the final word. But you know we're going to see more from these guys later tonight. My goodness. Woo! All right, let's roll on here with Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio, that's an interesting match. Let's edit here. We can add a little bonus match at the end, right? Let's see. Let's try to look at our rivalries here and see what we can throw in. Of course, I guess that would be a good main event. Would be Brock and Austin Theory. Tell you what, we can just save it for SmackDown. You guys seem to be really in to our streaming here today. You guys are pretty hyped up with this card. So why don't we finish up Raw with these two matches, and then we'll stop the stream. And why don't we do Friday Night SmackDown with you guys? Would you like that? That'd be pretty big. So we're gonna edit here. We'll let's customize. And let's do a little tag team match here, because we're coming up on this Intercontinental Championship situation. And actually, you know what? We're not going to do a tag match. We're going to do a Fatal 4-Way. We're going to do a Fatal 4-Way matchup. And these are going to be some of the top contenders for the Intercontinental Championship. So we saw Jinder Mahal get that loss last time out on Main Event. He was in a Fatal 4-Way himself. Jinder Mahal been constantly calling out AJ Styles. We also have Seth Rollins and Drew Gulak, who are trying to get that Intercontinental Championship away from Edge. There's going to be a tournament that is going to take place on SmackDown involving these 4 men. It's going to be Mahal and Styles to put that rivalry to a close. And it's going to be Seth Rollins and Drew Gulak. The winner of that will take each other on the following week. And the winner of that match will get the opportunity against Edge for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. But first, it's going to be a little preview in this. And then we are going to get ready for our main event of this evening, which is going to be Brock Lesnar and Austin Theory. Now, you guys remember what happened last time those guys mixed it up. It ended in a no contest, right? You guys remember that. It ended in a no contest with Austin Theory getting put through the announce table. What's going to happen here tonight when these guys go at it once again? So Eli getting pumped up, Daniel getting pumped up. And we got a little fatal 4-way action in our hands. The phenomenal AJ Styles.
The following contest is a fatal 4-way match. Making his way to the ring.
Let's look at some college football scores. It is college football, right?
At 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Always see AJ come. This is TB Sports, of course. You guys love the WWE content, but we gotta check in the other sports scores. We got Western Kentucky 14, Austin P 10, Nebraska 7, Northwestern 3. Those guys are battling it out in Ireland, Nebraska and Northwestern. Austin P, they were pretty bad for a while, and then they've really come in and turned their program around as of late. Western Kentucky wearing the black hats and the black. You guys have a favorite college football team out there? Any of you guys? You guys have a favorite college course? I grew up enjoying. Now, I was a big. This was before now. They got really good. Well, I guess they were kind of good when I got into them too. But I've been a Boise State fan for almost 20 years. I started watching them in 2002 because of the blue turf. So I've been with that team since 2002, so yeah, it's been 20 years of being a Boise State fan. And of course, I went to Troy University, so I'm also a Trojan fan. Here's Seth Rollins.
And from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins, right? Of course, Drew Gulak has been trying to make a big name for himself here. A former Intercontinental Champion himself. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Drew Gulak?
And from Philadelphia,
can he get that Intercontinental Championship back? KJ's here. Welcome, KJ. Glad to have you guys here. Zach Green's a big Auburn fan. Okay. Well, there you go. I lived in Alabama for about 10 years or so. That was about an hour away from Auburn. Never been to Auburn, but... And Daniel's a West Virginia. So you guys got my old coach, the Troy coach, went to West Virginia. You got Neil Brown. Big things. He did big things at Troy. Well, you guys got a good coach. All right, let's get this Fatal 4-Way underway. Pop-offs. Peter Pop-off. Styles going up top. He's trying to do like what Machine was doing, and he hits the double axe handle. Boy, right now backstage, there's chaos backstage. Mustafa Ali is going nuts right now, guys. From what we understand, I mean, this is classic Retribution, but he ain't happy with the fact that not only was he embarrassed by Edge, but that Adam Pearce and security stopped the brawl. And in fact, Ali, he's saying he's coming back out at the end of the night with T-Bar and Mace. And he's going to call out Edge and the Usos. Are you kidding me? At the end of the night? We're almost out of streaming time for Raw. You know, we're going to stop this stream. We're going to bring SmackDown for you guys. KJ's going all in on Drew Gulak. Again, this is going to be the tournament. You guys are going to see it on SmackDown, and we are going to stream SmackDown with you guys. We might take a little bit of a break and come back with SmackDown. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll take a slight break. We'll give you time to check out some of the bonus content that's going to be coming your way on Patreon, and then we'll be back with SmackDown. Big splash to Seth Rollins. But guys, you're going to want to stay tuned. The end of this show, we got Brock Lesnar and Austin Theory next. And then, my goodness, it sounds like Mustafa Ali, Mace, and T-Bar are not done. They're coming out at the end of the night. Whatever streaming time we got left. Sling Blade onto Jinder Mahal. Tie up here by Rollins. Planting AJ Styles. And Seth Rollins just hammering away at AJ. Big chop by Jinder. Big knee, double gut buster, and AJ Styles forearm blows. Here comes AJ. AJ wants to shut up Jinder Mahal once and for all. Jinder's been running his mouth this past month on AJ Styles. And we still haven't determined. We know that there is an Intercontinental Championship defense coming up. We have not determined yet if it's going to take place at SummerSlam, which I think would be a big mistake for management to do that, knowing that Edge has probably one of the biggest title defenses in WWE history coming up, where not only is the future of WWE up in the air with the retirement of Mr. McMahon, but if Edge loses that championship to Mustafa Ali in Retribution, I don't know what Monday Night Raw, I don't know what WWE is going to look like. So I think it might be advantageous for Edge to maybe have that title defense of the Intercontinental Championship way, way in advance, not at SummerSlam. Leonard, welcome, Leonard. You're friends of KJ. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you, KJ, for passing along to friend and foe that we're here. Let all of your friends know that we're here. Glad to have you guys and your friends joining us as well. That's awesome. The whole pack on PS4. What do you think of it so far, Zach? You know me, I'm not a DLC guy, but what do you think about the pack so far? I'm certainly... Oh, a pedigree by Seth Rollins. I'm certainly open to getting DLC based on, you know, Patreon signups and things of that sort. That's something we'll definitely be open up to, but for right now, just on my own, it's definitely not something I typically go out DLC and spend money on. I just had to spend $20 extra on NBA Playgrounds to get that whole roster, so, I mean, come on, right? Seth Rollins right now kind of taking full control of this matchup. Rollins knocking Mahal around. This is a Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental Championship Tournament preview. Jinder Mahal stomping away at Rollins. And he is going to lock in the Colossus. Rollins drops him. Styles German suplex into the cover onto Drew Gulak. Wait a minute. Oh, Jinder Mahal nearly got the upset win over Seth Rollins. Drew Gulak, former Intercontinental Champion, as we said, but then as soon as he was champion, he lost it. He lost that one right to Edge. He would love to get that championship back. We saw him come out a number of weeks ago and stake his claim to try to get back that Intercontinental Championship. And Drew Gulak stomping away on the face of AJ Styles. The Gulak! The Gulak! The Gulak! The Gulak escape locked in. Broken up by Rollins. Into the cover. Wait a minute now. Oh, wait a minute now. AJ Styles just barely kicking out at a count of 2. AJ rolling out. And it's down to a one-on-one between Rollins and Drew Gulak face first into the buckle. Daniel Lewis getting pumped up, one of our newest subscribers and fans. We love Daniel Lewis. I think he was looking for the curb stomp. Drew Gulak, though, got out of it. Uh-oh, Mahal. Tie up here, boot, and no, oh my God, the outside of the ring, just like Diesel happened earlier. Drew Gulak, AJ Styles, is this a torture rack? What's he gonna do here? Oh my God, like a burning hammer onto Drew Gulak. AJ Styles setting up for a little Styles clash. And only a 2 count. Holy smokes, Drew Gulak kicking out. Are you kidding me? AJ Styles to the top. Oh, not enough. Not enough air. Where's Matthew at? Oh, botchamania action. I think Styles just befuddled right now that Gulak kicked out. Enziguri kick. Gulak, boot to the midsection. Tie up here. Yes. Frog miss. Absolutely. How about a little machine gun chops? Satoshi Kojima smiling somewhere across the pond. Some Kojima love right now that Drew Gulak's showing. Meanwhile, outside of the ring, Jinder Mahal. And if you guys think this is insane, we're going to come back in a little bit. We're going to take a small break. I need to get some water, right? We'll probably come back maybe at like 2 or 2:30 for Friday Night SmackDown, because you guys seem to really be into this. And we're going to come back with SmackDown. And these 4 are going to be involved in the tournament, the number 1 contenders tournament for the Intercontinental Championship. So if you think this is big, you'll want to come back in a little bit for SmackDown. Oh, AJ Styles, that's a good way to blow out your knee. Keith Wash, another friend of KJ. Thank you, KJ, getting all your friends here. This is awesome. This is awesome, right? Oh my God, Drew Gulak out of nowhere. The surprise win, and the former Intercontinental Champion picking up some momentum. Unbelievable.
Here is your winner, Drew Gulak.
Drew Gulak pinning AJ Styles. And could we be seeing a rematch in the Intercontinental Championship Tournament Final? Gulak and Styles are going to be on opposite ends. It's going to be Styles versus Mahal. Gulak versus Seth Rollins. All right, let's get ready for our main event. But the action is not going to stop, because after this, we understand a very ticked off Mustafa Ali is going to be coming back and calling out Edge and the Usos. So you're not going to want to miss what goes down with that, guys, all right? But for now, it's Brock Lesnar It's Austin Theory. Yes, Drew could be winning the title back. Absolutely. KJ seems to think it might be going down. Here we go. Lesnar, Theory. You know what? I'm going to sit back and watch how this one plays out with you guys. I've been interested. Wait a minute. What is this? What is this? Did Theory get jumped? What is he trying to pull? What is this? What is he trying to pull right now? Theory, last time these guys met, Theory ended up through the announce table. What the hell is this? Johnny Gargano. No. Is this a reunion of the Way? Gargano, who is in a bitter feud with Austin Theory over the last couple of months. They had their tag team match at WrestleMania. We were wondering what happened when Gargano disappeared. I think it's all starting to make sense now. It's all starting to make sense right now. Gargano. Is Kevin Owens behind all of this? Is it going to be Owens, Gargano, Theory? Well, we saw Gargano earlier tonight run off Kevin Owens after he was doing a beatdown of Finn Balor. Was that just all smoke? Was that a swerve, bro? I can't believe this. I absolutely cannot believe this. Gargano and Austin Theory? Is the Way back together? We gotta get Gene Okerlund or somebody to try to make heads or tails of this. This is what it looks like, guys. Daniel Lewis, KJ, Eli. It looks like a reunion of the Way. This is something. This is unbelievable right now. Well, let's see how this match ends up. Owens, Theory, Gargano. It could be a thing. Or did Gargano really get jumped by Theory? Or Gargano really get jumped by Owens? And was he looking for some protection? I don't know. Maybe that was the whole end result. Oh my God, that was a unique Poison Rana. Austin Theory, the United States champion, Brock Lesnar, all of a sudden is hungry for that United States championship. This is incredible, guys. Oh, big mistake by Gargano. Big mistake by Johnny Gargano. Oh my God, Lesnar sending Gargano into the buckle. Big shoulder thrust. And he plants him. Why would Gargano's ego got too big. He got a couple of wins over Bobby Lashley, and all of a sudden he thinks I can take on anybody. Brock Lesnar, though, I don't know what the heck Theory would have said to convince Gargano to want to step into this atmosphere. This is a walking death wish, is it not? Brock Lesnar, Austin Theory, the rivalry continues. And Lesnar is taking poor Johnny Gargano right now to Suplex City. Into the cover. Gargano, he powers out at 2. Death wish indeed, says KJ, yes. Brock throwing him like a rag doll. Daniel Lewis. Irish whip. Brock duck under. Gargano. Frankensteiner. We still have Mustafa Ali coming out at the end of the show tonight to throw down an extra challenge. We're almost running out of streaming time, though. Like I said, I think you guys are going to have to stay tuned to patreon.com/TBSports27. We're going to see what Mustafa Ali... Was that a tap out? No. No way. Leonard with the big sub. Thank you, my friend. How about... Oh, not Suplex City. How about Power Slam City? People love Brock. No, look at Gargano. Into the cover on Brock Lesnar. Oh my God, he got the win over Lesnar. Johnny Gargano has pinned Brock Lesnar. What has happened tonight on Monday Night Raw? Brock Lesnar favoring his neck. Did Gargano break his neck, maybe? I don't know. We were talking about U.S. Championship coming up. Oh, that's not going to make Brock happy, guys. It might be a big win for Johnny Gargano. But this could end up causing more trouble than it's worth. How is Brock Lesnar going to react to this, guys? We are going to come back. We are going to stream Friday Night SmackDown. You guys were so into the stream. I love the chat. You guys were awesome. We are going to be back at 3 p.m., okay? I'm going to take about an hour and a half break, rest the voice. We are going to come back at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. It's 1:30 now. An hour and a half, we're going to come back at Friday Night SmackDown, and we're going to stream SmackDown with you guys. Does it sound good? But before then, we're going to check out the results of NXT, and then we're also going to hit you with a little bonus matchup coming your way, and we're going to get to that in just a moment, because remember, Mustafa Ali is going to come out. So let's get some NXT results in here. Mickie James with the win over Toni Storm. We're going to be playing NXT Bash at the Beach coming up in 2 weeks, so stay tuned for NXT Bash at the Beach. Santos Escobar getting the win over Mansoor. We have we got to take Machine out of NXT. Just pretend that match didn't happen. I thought we did remove him from there. Lince Dorado and Grand Metalik, the win over Danny Burch and Carmelo Hayes. That's an interesting mix right there. Timothy Thatcher with the win over Braun Breaker. Carrillo and Garza, the win over the Creed brothers. And in your main event, Fabian Eichner with the win over Fandango. Let me go in real quick to the NXT roster and take a Machine out of there, because he should not be part of that roster anymore. And I guess while we have it here, before we let you guys go, maybe we should just go ahead and make that group. What do you guys think? Should it be? I'll let you guys make the deciding factor. Let me know in the chat. Should it be Kevin Owens, Austin Theory, and Gargano as a team, or should Kevin Owens be separate from Gargano and Theory? Let me know in the chat real quick while I take Machine off of the NXT roster here, which I thought I had done that, but apparently not. There he goes. Gone from NXT. But we are going to be playing NXT Bash at the Beach with you. All right, I see some yeses, some nos, some yes sirs. Should we just call him the Way as well? Guess we gotta edit real quick. Let's see here. My universe. Kevin Theory. Okay, everyone wants Owens to be a part of this mix. Okay. So we got to go in. Oh, first of all, while I remember, we got to change Mace. Now, don't go away yet, because we still got our bonus match. We got one more bonus match here. So stay tuned for that. But we're gonna. What should we call the group? What do you guys think we should call the group? Should we call it the Way? What do you guys think? Or do you guys have a different team name in mind? This all orchestrated by Mr. Money in the Bank, Kevin Owens. Could be a future WWE champion. We still have to hear from Mustafa Ali. The Knockout Way. Interesting, the Knockout Way. I kind of like the sound of that. Gargano getting the big boos. Look at that. And Theory's one of the enemies. So the fact that Theory came out with him, or that had him come out, is I can't believe that, right? The Gargano Way, yes, the way. I like the Knockout Way. I like it. Okay, so let's make the team real quick. Brand new team. Nope, not delete. How do we make a new team? Create. Okay. There we go. Or should it be the KO Way? Maybe the KO Way? Since it's KO. Death Club, another good suggestion. Now, I don't think they have any KO in here, right? They probably don't. I guess we can call them the Way. So we'll do Theory and Gargano at the top so that they can be a team. This is universe mode for you, right? I mean, it just, out of nowhere, these alliances just kind of happen. U.S. champion, Austin Theory. Johnny Gargano. And Kevin Owens. So now it all becomes clear now. That was all a big trick. Kevin Owens, the quote-unquote attack of Gargano, that was just so he can get his hands on Finn Balor. There was no attack. And then this scam that happened here. I mean, this is getting nuts right now. I guess we have to make an entrance real quick, right? We can come back later and do it. We'll do the entrance later. For right now, we're gonna still do it together, but we'll come back. We'll circle back and do the entrance. But there you go. The KO Way. There they are. Kevin Owens, Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano, along with all of our other tag teams that we have in universe mode. There you see little Retribution there, but all members of Retribution. All right, guys, so we're not going away just yet. So here we go. We're going to wrap this up with a little bonus action for you guys. So Mustafa Ali, you guys heard that he was ticked off earlier tonight, right? He got embarrassed by Edge. So Mustafa Ali coming out with T-Bar. He's coming out with Mace, and he's calling for the Hell in a Cell to be lowered. The Hell in a Cell lowers, and he calls out Edge. He calls out Jey Uso. He calls out Jimmy Uso. They all six get into the ring. And Mustafa Ali says, guess what? We're going to go at it one more time. I'm challenging the three of you tonight, my three best of Retribution, against the WWE Undisputed Champion, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, and the number one contenders to the Tag Team Championship in a six-man tag team Hell in a Cell. But unfortunately, we run out of time. Just like Tony Schiavone, we're out of time. So this match is going to take place exclusively on patreon.com/TBSports27. So head on over to our Patreon page, and you can check out the six-man Hell in a Cell, Mustafa Ali, T-Bar, and Mace versus Edge and the Usos exclusively right now on Patreon. Link in the comments down below. It'll be up there. And then we'll be back at 3 p.m., an hour and a half, for Friday Night SmackDown. So, right now, Hell in a Cell, six-man Hell in a Cell, a bonus Raw match, a Raw dark match after the cameras shut off. It's patreon.com/TBSports27, six-man tag team Hell in a Cell between Mustafa Ali. Eli, anybody can get a Patreon. You just got to click the link and sign up if you want to see it. It's Mustafa Ali, it's T-Bar, it's Mace, Edge, and the Usos. Six-man Hell in a Cell happening right now on Patreon. And we'll be back at 3 o'clock for Friday Night SmackDown. You guys were an awesome audience. We'll see you back in a little bit, and we hope to see you over on Patreon for the bonus six-man Hell in a Cell.